Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Lost Chevalier, and you're welcome to Brighton with me. Give me a second, I need to put the thing on my phone in order to see, because YouTube is not so flexible when it comes to having an app on your phone. Like, trying to do this way. I know there are people in the chat. I will go and see your names in just a second. Let me just see, here it is, going live. There we go. And we are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Let me see. Keb, Kawa, Bones, Vector McTavish. Welcome, all of you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Kawa. Yeah, I'm doing well, luckily. Hello, Vector. Hello, Keb. Hello, Bones. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, Darko, too. You're new. Welcome. Hello, Trololo. Welcome. How are you all doing? Okay. But first. What should we write about? I was thinking perhaps, I don't know. Something more light-hearted. Maybe a festival in a town. I have this little beautiful app over here, this Medieval City Generator. Super nice, creates maps for you, so you can use them in your tales or whatever you want. And I'm thinking of doing something about this town in particular. Lisa Bay. Looks good. What, Five Nights at Freddy's? I don't write about Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I don't do fanfic. I don't do fanfic. I don't like to do amusement park adventures. Sounds good. But I don't do fanfics. I don't like to do fanfics. I like to do original works. A festival. A moment when town is all together. Romance in the festival sounds good. Oh, I have an idea. What about a justin match? A just. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot, actually. So let me just start. The town was completely on its head. What a completely... damn it. Luckily we have this app to catch all my mistakes. I'm not the best at grammar. Troll ring, indeed. What are you trying to say? Oh yeah, something to go premium. I don't have the money to go premium. My beloved Grammarly, please sponsor me. Give me the premium for free so I can use it and show it to the world. Come on, Grammarly, sponsor me. Oh boy. Complete on his head. Townsfolk mixed with the nobility. No one was how do you say this word? Checking for the uphold of the traditions. That was the nature of the spring festival. Haha! Alerts correctness, what is happening? Checking the poll, only like that? Okay, looking good. The visitor being the people escape from their usual mundane everyday life. You are really extreme. You are really inspired, Bones. Oh, that's amazing, Bones. I love it. The town was completely on its head. On its head. Let me just copy that. Tick. Where I need the phone in another place. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to do this with only tick. With a very joyous. Oh, what happened with my mouse? Where am I? Joyous. Joy. Chevalier, please don't just. I should take an English class for the grammar thing. Joyous atmosphere. Atmosphere. The festivity temporarily being people's. I don't like the idea of people escape from their usual mundane everyday life. I will say. Let me think. Let me see. Think with a very joyous atmosphere. Where everyone talk with everyone. And the old traditions lay dormant for the day. Upholding. There we go. The town was complete on its head, thick with a very joyous atmosphere, where everyone talked with everyone, and the old traditions lay dormant for the day. Townsfolk mixed with the nobility, and no one, and no. How do you say this? Let us put crow. I like that word. And no crow was checking the whole of the tradition. That was the nature of the spring festival. What happened in your room stool? Are you okay, Trollolol? Is everything okay? Spring festival. Town was completely on its head, thick with a very joyous atmosphere, where everyone talked with everyone, and the old traditions lay dormant for the day. Townsfolk mixed with the nobility, and no crow was checking the whole of the traditions. That was the nature of the spring festival. That is how they met. Two young. How do you speak young? Two young ladies. One of the nobility, the other of the slums. Both paths intertwine. In a blast of fury, one will say. Righteous. Righteous? How do you write righteous? Okay, I need a correction, please. How do you righteous? Okay. That is how they met. Two young ladies, one of the nobility, the other of the slums. Both paths intertwine in a blast of righteous fury. Yeah, don't joke about that. That's a little like... That's a little bit too dark. It's a little too dark. I would say that it's a joke. We know that, but still too dark. Let's keep this on the rails, please, and keep talking about writing and doing stuff, creating. Creativity. Let's flow with creativity, everyone. This is how they met. Two young ladies, one of the nobility, the other of the slums, both paths intertwined in a blast of righteous fury. Turns out that the... How do you say the... Well, there is a... Oh, tar. Tad. How do you say these people that is like in in circus, doing these little tricks for money, like they put a ball under a cup and they move it around, but they steal your money away. How do you say that word? Let me see. The word will be swindler. Swindler, maybe. Crook sounds good too. But swindler, I think, is exactly what I want. No, this is not the one. I think swindler is the one we want. A way to talk to him privately, I will say in... You could try to talk to him on Discord. Performers, no. The people that steal your money, they put the ball under the cup and they start moving around and say you can win money if you take this. Come on, try to do this, and they turn the cup and there's no ball in anything. So a bunch of performers, that's a good word actually, were scamming people out of their money. Something normal in the Spring Festival. But there was always a noble that fell for the trick, both to amuse themselves and to try to win the unwinnable games. Okay, what are the correctness that you're talking about? Bunch. I didn't write it correctly. Where is so a bunch of performers? Why there? Why there put what tether? Unwinnable games. And this needs to have... No? Really? It's not that... Okay, turns out that a bunch of performers was... Shouldn't be where? I don't know. I'm confused right now. Scamming isn't the word either. Yeah, I know. Yeah, modern slang. I know that. What would be the word? Swindler. A person who uses deception to describe money of possession. Small-time swindler. Fraudster, fraud, confident, trickster. Trickster could be the good word. Where robbing. Let me say, robbing is with only robbing people of their money by playing magic tricks and games. Something numbered in the spirit fertility, but there was always a noble that fell for the trick, but to amuse themselves and to try to win the unwinnable games. Too obvious. Yes, indeed. Trickster sounds nice. Indeed. Turn a bunch of performers. I don't know why it's correct if it was. It shouldn't be where? I don't know. Robbing people of their money by playing magic tricks and games. Something normally speaks for to, but there was always a noble that fell for the trick. But amused himself at the try to win the mini game. And turn a profit out of the tricksters games. Wait, this is tricksters. There we go. There we go. Turns out that a bunch of performers were I don't like this was. Because they're rather overcharging people with clever illusions. Ooh, fancy! Oh, I like that. I like this. Oh my god, we are all creative people over here. God damn. The creativity is flowing. Let's have the men, two young ladies, one of the nobility, the other of the slums, both paths intertwine in a blast of righteous fury. Turns out that a bunch of performers were... Oh my god, what it was... A bunch of performers was robbing people of their money by playing magic tricks and games. Something normal in the Spring Festival, but there was always a noble that fell for the trick. Hello Sebastian, welcome! You are at school? Oh no, but welcome! Welcome to the stream. We are writing something. Okay, Sebastian. Hope you have a good trip home. But there was always a noble that fell for the trick, both to amuse themselves or to try to win the unwinnable games and turn out a profit for the trickster's games. I like that. I like it. We'll play again. Come on. Put that ball in that ball in that cup already. Said the noble woman. You will be able to win for sure. You're getting quite like that. Quite experienced in this game, my lady. Said the performer. I like that. What is that? Oh, noble woman is on to... Okay. I still don't know necessarily... There is one thing. I write in Spanish, right? So we don't use these symbols to mark a dialogue. We actually, in Spanish, we use this symbol to... Well, it's a long dash to mark a dialogue. So it's weird. I still don't know how the rules are... how to use the rules correctly. So for example, this comma over here, this column, it's not necessarily something like I will normally use when closing a dialogue. So I'm learning English while we are doing this, while writing English. You used to write 2 bones? That's amazing. Good. You're supposed to be a great writer? Awesome, Darko. We are all writers here. We all write. I love it. So, you will be able to for sure. You are getting quite experienced in this game, my lady, said the performer. The cups were interchanged at a slower speed than before. And then they stopped. The lady was sure where the ball was, so she chose the right cup. But when the performer lifted the cup, there was nothing there. Too bad. Better luck next time, my lady, said the performer with a lupine smile. No, I want to save the lupine smile for another thing. Let me see. With a devilish smile. Well, what are the corrects? I always have a problem with that. Well, interchanged with a D at the end. This word needs a thing like this. And let me guess. This shouldn't be like one only. Choose? No, choose the right cup. I believe it's okay. Mischievous smiles. Oh my god, that was the word bone. Mischievous. I surely write it wrong. Yeah, I did. Mischievous smile. There we go, there we go, there we go. Thank you, Bones, thank you. I'm actually a pretty good writer, but in Spanish. So I'm actually kind of like in a new territory when I'm doing these live streams. I'm writing in English. Because, well, you can see me writing in Spanish, like, for example, sonrisa de loba la delataba. Por ejemplo, I forgot this, it's her looping smile, how do you say this? I don't know how to describe it, for example. But I can have like a better, I have a better understanding of writing in English. Green instead of smile, of course, green was the word I was looking for. Thank you, green. Haha, mischievous green. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I love it, I love it, 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 love it. You are in one of the comments, is someone's short and an excellent start of Warfield. What the hell is that? Okay. So from with a mischievous green. I love it. Thank you for the words. Okay. Then someone appear next to the lady. A tall woman. Taller than all the men who were watching the game. She had, let me just describe her because I have to say I love tall women. So I want to describe her, really beautiful. Student slowly extended across his face. Ooh. Fights are sometimes entertaining to come by. Yeah, yeah. Mischievous green. Slowly. I love that. I love that. Extended across his face. That's super great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mac. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Darko. Thank you. Amazing. 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 Someone appeared next to the lady. Appeared next to the lady. A tall woman. How do you write woman? A tall girl. There we go. Taller than all the men who were watching the game. She had a how do you say this word in English? Enmarañado. Tangled. Oh, there we go. Tangled red hair. Freckles. Freckles? Freckles. How do you say this? Freckles. Freckles. Freckles in her. God damn it, the word. Cheeks. There we go. Cheeks. And green eyes. She didn't say a word. She just lifted the remaining cups, showing that there was no ball in them. Ooh. To find a comment, I guess it started a warning. Do you want to see what happened in the fight? I think I can send you a link. Nah. Let me see. The noble lady then stared at the frozen performer. Everyone in the audience knew there was a trick involved, but having no ball in any of those cups, that was just too much. The man picked up the money he had Poorly earned? No, that's not what I wanted. Shadows. The noble lady then stared at the frozen performer, and everyone in the audience knew there was a trick involved, but having no ball in any of the cups, that was just too low even for a trickster. The man, shocked and petrified, shocked and white as a paper, pick up the money he had earned and run to an alleyway, disappearing into the shadows. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Talent must have been watching the game. Her confident posture complemented her height, only emphasized beauty. Oh my god! I can't freaking believe, Bones, you are so freaking talented. I'm just aghast by this. You should be doing this stream. I shouldn't be doing anything. Bones is better than me. Bones, you have such a creative mind. I love it. She had tangled red hair. Let me just... I always have problems with on and the other thing. Let me just fix this, and then we're going to... Wait. No, white. White is white like this. God damn it. Why did they do that? White as paper. Okay. Alleyway. Disappearing. What? Cups. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now, let me see. Illegally. Of course, that was the good way. Should I pick at what the money he had earned illegally and run to an alleyway? Now, let's go into the thing that Bones right, because she's amazing. Oh my god. There we go, there we go. So, then someone appeared next to the lady, a tall girl. Taller than most. I'm doing like an hybrid of the thing that the Bones write and the thing that I write. Most of the men watching, men watching the game. Her confident posture complementing her height, her height only emphasized her beauty. I love it. I love it a lot. I love the description. Emphasizes. There we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it a lot. So that being done, let's go for. Let me see. And run to an alleyway, disappearing into the shadows. He was furious. Not necessarily for the money lost. The lady was furious, not necessarily for the money lost, but for that giant stealing away her fun. She knew she was being robbed, but the thrill to not knowing when the trickster will let her win to keep appearances was just a lot of fun. That it was feared not necessarily for the money lost, but for that giant stealing away her fun. She knew she was being robbed, but the thrill to not knowing when the trickster will let her win to keep appearances was just a lot of fun. Necessarily, okay. Appearances, okay. And 2, what happened? The thrill off. No, there we go. there we go. You love this story so far? Oh, you have no idea that things are going to get really cute in a moment. Was just a lot of fun. How do you write the past sense of... I should open the... No. Win it? No, it's not win it. That doesn't exist. I will have won. Just needed to keep playing, said the noble lady, without looking at the giant. And then she went to... And then she walked away, angry and red. That humiliation will haunt her for a month, maybe more. Where is the mistake? Playing? Oh, that comma. What does it matter? I just needed to keep playing, said the noble lady, without looking at the giant, and then she walked away, angry and red. That humiliation will haunt her for a month. Maybe more. The town's folk were keen to gossip and hearsay. Let me guess. I write by hearsay? Yep. Hearsay. There we go. There we go. You love these two characters already? Yay! I have a very good idea where I want to take them. It's going to be nice to read. I love this idea of the noblewoman that knows that she's being like basically robbed in the game, but she's just playing for the lols, for the fun of it. Because think about it, it's like this world of the Middle Ages and all of that. Most of the time you knew you were being scammed of your money by these tricksters, but you keep playing just because of the fun of it, just because there was nothing better to do. And if you have money to spare, why not using it? The lady walked and walked, looking for other games to play. But it looked like the city guards had already made their rounds and had scared them all away. Now there were only regular vendors and puppeteers in the streets. The puppets were fun to watch, and the stories were okay, but nothing could beat the rush of adrenaline of being robbed in a game of chance. That one had a small chance to win if he just keep playing. Like, 3 alerts were made. Puppeteers. There we go. Being. God damn it, I have a problem with being. What's it? Does it read the book? Oh, that's super cool. I like it. Well, gambling, Vector McTavish, is a game like any game. I don't like gambling on my own. I have been to the casino once. I didn't won a freaking penny, but it was fun. It's fun, but you're not stupid about it. Yeah, if you go to gambling thinking you're going to come out of the place like super rich, you're probably doing it wrong. You just need to go there and play and know that you're going to lose all the money you are going to spend. And you don't need... One thing is you need to... don't go to the casino, like I say, thinking that it's going to basically save you for a financial crisis or anything. If you go to the casino thinking like, I have like, I don't know, $20, maybe $50, and I want to just have fun with a little card game, you can go and play. It's the same that if you buy a game, but well, the fun only lasts an hour or two. But it's just like, you don't know, maybe you will win, maybe you will not. Never, ever play the machines. Never do that. Go and play the cards games with the people that with physical cards. If you play the freaking the machine games, you are always going to lose. There is no way you're going to win. It's kind of madly for the adrenaline rush with the mind games. You have to be smart about it. The money you can get and the adrenaline rush can be very addicting. So yep, it can be really addictive indeed, Bones. So basically, this is my tip if you ever go to the casino. Never play the machine games, especially that one where you pull a lever and it goes around putting like symbols on the screen. Those are a big no-no. Never go to them. Unless you have only one coin. If you have only one coin and you want to spend it somewhere, that will be a good game, but never go only for those games. Those games are like, those games will suck you in. And they will like always keep you on your toes, because they will show you like you were winning, you were about to win, but you didn't. So you're like, oh, maybe next time I'm going to win. And you're going to try to do that and you're going to lose again. So just don't go to the machines. Go to blackjack, for example, or go to the roulette. Those games can be a lot of fun because it's the adrenaline. You're going to be like looking at that ball going around the wheel and you're going to be like, oh my god, am I going to win? Am I going to lose? You are going to lose. There is no way you're going to win. But at the same time, it's like super fun. It's like super fun just to do it once. Like I say, don't make the casino something like you're going to go all day, every single day to try to earn money. You're going to lose. If you go to the casino and never will, that's okay, Vector McTavish. That's okay. It's better to play cards games with your friends, that is. I like, for example, poker. I will go to a casino to play poker. That's something that I would love to do. But I never understand the rules. I'm going to be honest. When I can see the collection of these stories again, I have forgotten. These stories are going to be up in a drive that you can access through the Discord server. In the library, if I'm not mistaken, it's the pinned comment. Now that I think about it, I never uploaded the last history that we made about the vampires, so I need to upload that once this stream is over. And I will upload this, obviously. When did this talk become a talk about casinos? I love the talk, though. It's super fun. I love the talk, though, because talking about the gambling, it's super interesting because of all the ramifications that there are. Because, yes, it can lead to ludopathy, the addiction to the game, but it can also be a really fun experience. I will say, if you go to the casino, never go alone. Go with a group of friends, so you can all have fun with it. So, it's like having a moment with friends, you all playing poker, for example, at the same table, or you all playing blackjack, or you all putting money into the wheel and stuff like that. That will be super fun to do. Never go alone to the casino. It's going to be just depressing. So go with someone else, if you ever go. Yeah, I love card games too. We have a card game here in Argentina called Truco. It's super fun. It's a super fun game. I would say if you can play Truco, you should do it because it's a super fun game, super fun experience, super interesting too. It's a lot about Deceived. The Uno. Uno, it's super fun. Dude, I love Uno. Such a fun game, such a simple mechanics and yet so much fun. I love it when you have like a lot of cards, like you have the perfect hand, like skip, escape, 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 +4. And you are like, I just win. You just wait your turn and tuk, 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 and that's it. I can't for the life of me understand poker, but I can play games like Minesweeper and Sudoku. Sudoku is a game that has always been above me. I can't understand Sudoku. Minesweeper, on the other hand, I love it. I love it a lot. I love it a lot. I will totally recommend playing Truco. Like I was saying, it's super interesting. You play Minesweeper once and I always lose. Minesweeper is super fun. I love it. When I understood the game, it was another life completely. Especially when I have like a really poor computer with Windows 98. 98 was the name? Or it was another 90s something? Windows 98, like really old in the 90s. Like early 2000s. Until 2005, I think I didn't get an XP. I had like 98. So I could only play like Age of Empires 2 and all of that, but the other games that they came with the computer, it was really fun. Minesweeper, once I got it to understand it, was super interesting. Other game that I used to play a lot, it was Pinball. Windows Pinball. Did you play that game? The one with the space theme? It was super fun. Okay, let's continue with this. The lady walked and walked, looking for other games to play, but it looks like the city guards had already made their rounds and had scared them all away. Now there were only regular vendors and puppeteers in the streets. The puppets were fun to watch and the stories were okay, but nothing could beat the rush of adrenaline of being robbed in a game of chance that one had a small chance to win. Chance. In a game... In a rigged game, there was as much as to win if you just keep playing. Because those tricksters had to keep appearances from time to time. There we go. That's actually better. Why did I write trickster appearances? Okay. Minesweeper is a lifesaver. Yes, indeed. Oh, champagne. I love champagne so freaking much. I will drink champagne all day long. Well, I'm not alcoholic. I just say that champagne is really delicious. The only thing is that I'm currently on medication, so I can't drink any alcohol. So I'm like, no, I have to buy beer without alcohol. I play Minesweeper because I had no other games to play, and any games back then was online, so I could play instead Minesweeper. Pinball. How do you say pinball in English? The one loses, take a shot. Just very, very tasty. Indeed. Champagne is the best beverage, if you ask me. I love champagne a lot. It's a shame I can't drink it anymore because of medication. I can't see the time when I will stop drinking medication. First thing I'm going to do is going to take a freaking something of alcohol. I don't know. Maybe. I don't drink too much alcohol, though. I don't like drunk. I don't like to be drunk. I like to be tipsy, but I don't like to be drunk. So Oh, Fernando, welcome. Not a great day so far. No, what is happening? Because I got stuck. There goes my work of the morning. No! No, there is nothing worse than that. Sparkling water. Yep, sparkling water. That will be the way to say champagne, I believe. Vodka? I don't like vodka. Pinball is in English already. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, of course, I always call it pinball. I don't know how do we talk in Spanish. There is a word, but I don't know which one is it. Yay, Fernando, so sorry that happened. Indeed. will buy vodka. I don't, like I say, well, let's go back. I don't like vodka. I love liquors, like chocolate liquor, or orange liquor, or what other one? How do you say this? Eggnog, maybe is the word. Let me see. This one is delicious. Egg liquor? It would be like that. Is it not eggnog? No, it's not eggnog. I love all alcohol beverage. I have here a book. Let me search for it. Here it is. It's a wonderful book of history from Mark Forsyth called A Short History of Drunkenness. I think that's the name. In English, let me see the here. Inside there should be, yeah, original title. A Short History of Drunkenness. It's a great book if you like all alcohol-related topics and history, because that's exactly what it goes about. If my avatar is all like going around, it's because I'm turning around and looking at my bookshelf over there. I can't stop drinking. Think it's smart, and I just start chugging. I see. Oh, whiskey. Oh, whiskey's so delicious too. When did this stream became a freaking talk about alcohol? I love it though. I love this stream so far. Whiskey's super delicious. It's super delicious. I love whiskey. With a lot of ice, it's the best. After that, I also like no, actually, we have a beverage here in Argentina that it's called, hear me out, it's super fun, but it's called one of the worst beverages of the world, I believe. That's how they, someone outside of our country named it. It's called Fernet. It's this like super strong alcohol beverage that has like a really sour taste. The thing is that you need to drink it with Coca-Cola. That is the joke about it. Russian potato vodka sounds delicious. I don't like vodka that much, but I will say that having a shot of vodka from time to time is nice. It's really nice. Yeah, there is nothing better than chat with all of you. I love it. But like I say, Fernet con Coca. Fernet with Coca-Cola. It's something that I don't particularly like a lot. Cinema flavored liquid, delicious. I like chocolate flavor. No, dulce de leche flavored liquor. Oh, that is such a delicious. That is so delicious. I also had well, there was a time in my life when I drank like weird alcohols. 96%? Wait, what do you mean by 96%? Do you mean that your freaking liquid is 96%? Fernet is a drink first ever. I would like to differ, but I don't like Fernet alone. Sophia's here. Welcome, Sophia. Welcome. We are talking about alcohol today. But it was just drink talk. It was drink talk, but it's super fun. I love these streams because there is no game playing around, and we can come back to the history whenever we want. It's super interesting to just have these talks. And because it's no like, oh, Klimbus, hello, welcome to the stream. You don't mix? You should try to make something, because it's super delicious too to have some mix. Like, I don't know, I'd never drink tequila, for example. Has anybody drink tequila? Can you tell me how it tastes? Because tequila, it sounds like super delicious, but I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, and now I'm thinking, we have been talking about the love of beverage, but we haven't started talking about wine. What do you think about wine? I love sweet wines. Sweet wines are the best. I could drink like water, and it will go like, I like sweet wines. Sweetness in my beverage is the best kind of beverage. I love wine too, super delicious. And super refined too, it's like, mwah. It's like delicious. I'm super fun that you managed to climb to extreme, Klimbus. We are talking today about a lot of subjects. We started talking about casinos, and then we go to talk like liquors and all kind of alcohol beverages. Let me just drink you something. Let me just drink you something. No. Let me just read you something. Let me see. Where is the thing about here? Let me drink. Let me drink. Let me read. Hydro. How do you say this beverage of the Vikings? Hydromiel, honey, something, honey alcohol. Okay, I will totally recommend you to read this book of Mark Forsyth, a short story about drunkenness. Such an amazing book. But let me the Ale House in the Middle Ages. No. I'm looking for something else. Gin, ladies and gentlemen. Gin was something. It was both a great alcohol drink. I think gins of today are better. I don't like alcohol drink. I tried them and they taste awful. Yeah, alcohol can taste awful in the beginning, but then you start to take an acquired taste for it. Like tequila fruity, yes. Flavored wine? I don't know, because wines come with a lot of flavor already. It all depends of what wine are you drinking, I will say. They have like these little undertones of different tastes, depending of a lot of factors. But yeah, I'm here reading about this beautiful book of Mark Forsyth. Totally recommended for you to read it. It's super great. Oh damn it! I don't have it. Damn it! Because if I had like let me just see something real quick. Do I have the... Oh no, I can't even do it because of the... Damn it. Okay. I was trying to see if I could like change the Vtuber for my web camera, and I was going to show you the book I have in hand. But I remember that the Vtuber model is using the camera, and thus it can be used again. Sweet wine is not so tough of drinking. Yeah, indeed. There's this one drink, and it tastes just like coffee. What will that drink be? That would be amazing. The first thing that when I start drinking mead. Mead! That's the word. Thank you. In Spanish, the word is hydromiel. Hidromiel. It's basically the thing about having honey fermented. It's super funny because the history of hydromiel and its discovery, it's thought that it might have originated by, well, every single discovery of humankind was a freaking accident, let's be honest. But the drinking of hydromiel has a really interesting history because it's a big probability that the way that it was discovered was because a tree fall down. Imagine this, a tree fall down because of a storm or something, and it has a beehive inside the trunk. What happens? The rain that keeps falling over the tree creates this water mixed with honey. And then that fermented and was found by a human, could drink it, and well, it was happy for a little while and was like, yep, we can use that. And the other history we have another history. All the sources I'm saying is about this book of the history of drunkenness. If you like to drink, you have to read this book. That would be amazing if you send a picture of the drink. That would be super cool. But like I was saying, for example, we have like this the idea of how beer predates history. It's a prehistoric drink because we have this like great how do you say it in English? Let me say Pileton. Okay, that's not a word. Bulgar. It's not Bulgar, it's Spanish from Argentina. Pileta. Pools. There we go. We have these pools on the stones, right? Like big stones that are like have these pools where people tend to go there, probably in some sort of religious stupor or something, and they put water, and they took there and put, how do you say cebada in English? Barley. They put barley into the water, and start mixing, and that will create like a prehistoric beverage, like a prehistoric beer, and that will be like super amazing. Some weird water you find in a tree. Indeed, imagine doing that. Drinking some weird water that you find in the tree. How much is Stream Chip? Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, Mike Tavish. You try to make your own wine? That's so great. Rubbing alcohol? No. Trying to make my own beverage is like a dream of mine. Well, if you look at my channel and search the game... what was the name of the game? I don't remember it. Okay, 100 days. You want to try other mail? Me too. I want to try it too. We should go to a medieval festival, Sophia, and try to get it. Random tree water is but I'm using how people discover the side effects of consuming different mushrooms. Oh, indeed! That's super fun. How do they discover to consume different mushrooms? Well, the thing is that humanity has a long story, right? Like a really long story. And we humans have advantages. And these advantages are that we learn from experience. And we are able to pass that experience thanks to language. That is why probably we have like a lot of intoxications in our time, in our history. For example, people consume a certain type of, let's say, plant. No, right? Like in a region, in a particular region. People consume this type of plant, and they don't try to consume other plants because they know that they can be poisonous, they can be completely horrible to taste, and stuff like that, no? So we have like these people that consumes a particular kind of plant. This in prehistoric times, okay? There is still no like fields or anything. We haven't made that revolution yet. What happens is that we have these various plants that we consume. Suddenly there is a drought, or there is like we over consume the plants or anything. The plants are gone. So we have a problem now. We have how do you say carestia in English? We have a shortage of food sources. So people need to start to improvise. We humans are good at improvisation. So we start consuming other kind of plant and roots and mushrooms. And we start discovering them. And the discovery always comes from necessity. So we start to have this necessity of food, and we start consuming other kind of fruits, other kind of mushrooms, other kind of roots, of leaves. And the result is that some of those things are going to be hallucinogenic. And it's going to be super fun for the guy who drinks them or take them. Or a really bad trip, it all depends of how they have the state of mind in that moment. So then we have this new myriad of possibilities that people start to discover about things that they can use. The story is left to the side. Foraging, indeed. Random tree water is one thing, but really busy consuming. Like, for example, how did they discover that burning weed was hallucinogenic? I actually could create a theory out of my head right now, and I will say that they had like the weeds, the leaves of weed, for example. They had them, right? And they have a fire going on, and they need to keep the fire going. So they throw everything they have into the fire. And one of these fire things is weed. So they throw weed, and the result is that the smoke they start to smell the smoke. That it smells quite sweet. And the result will be that they are all high. Imagine a tribe of tribesmen being all high in drugs, because it's the first time they burn this weed in particular. And they are like, all like, wow, do you see my fingers, bro? Like that, all like that. What she's saying when Chevalier start to ramble about scary story. Yeah, indeed, you see, if I start rambling about story, I'm going on braces. For example, the history of coffee is really interesting too. Because the first thing they did was that they had like ships, right? This is in Antioquia. in what it would say like the heart of Turkey. All of it started because of champagne, indeed. Like a child who was hungry, so he ate a mushroom and started tripping off. Indeed, that's actually how it will go. Well, like I was saying, the story of coffee. Coffee is a really energetic drink. We currently don't necessarily feel the effects of coffee. Well, we feel them, but they are like really undertone, right? Like, for example, if you want energy, you don't drink necessarily coffee, you drink an energy drink. The thing is that in ancient times, when people were not accustomed to coffee, the thing will go like this. A shepherd discovered its sheep eating these weird berries in the middle of the field. And because these sheep started to eat coffee, they started to have a lot of energy, so they start dancing. The shepherd was all like, oh my god, what is happening? My sheep are dancing. So he went immediately to the monastery that was close by and say, my sheep start dancing because they eat this fruit. Can you tell me what is happening? And the monks were like, this is a make of the devil. How can sheep start dancing? No, that's bad. Let's burn these things to the fire. So they turned it into the fire. These little fruits, and the smell was so sweet that they were like, no, this couldn't be made of the devil because of the sweet taste of them. So they had these roasted beans. They throw them into a cauldron, start drinking it, and the result was coffee was born. Canyamo plant was used to anchor ropes, and the leaves were just discarded. Sometimes they have to burn it just as other leaves. Oh, indeed, that's how. Of course, you're right. The canyamo plant. Indeed, that's okay, Fernando. That's how it goes. Indeed. Now we're talking about coffee. Yep, we're talking about every single beverage that has like some sort of energetic or hallucinating property in the human body. Funny, this is the things and everything. They just make me even more sleepy and make my stomach feel weird. That's true for me too. They don't make me feel sleepy, but they don't necessarily like pump me out or anything. They're just like sweet taste. That's how I basically drink them. It's like, this is sweet. Point. Just like that. Oh boy, this conversation is awesome. Ow. My hand slipped. Damn it. Yeah, this is amazing. It's a shame I don't have the books and all of the things I want to read to you directly in English. I have them all in Spanish because they reach Argentina and Spain, obviously. Spanish, in Castellano. So I can't necessarily like read them to you. I could try to translate them for you. Because, for example, gin, let's talk about gin. Gin was outlawed in England because of it was really alcoholic. And the Puritans were like, no, you can't drink gin, it's the work of the devil. So basically, they were outlawed. The thing is that poor people tend to consume gin a lot. Because, well, you can understand it was like the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. And they were like all crammed up together in these little places to live in. It was really crowded. And it was really horrible. But you could like, you needed something to drink in order to forget your problems. So you drink gin. It was a really strong liquor. And they outlawed the places, right? In the 700s or something like that. So they outlawed the places. And the way to ask gin was to go into these like alleyways where they have like these constructions that the people inside the house will give you the gin through a little trap door. You will leave like your coins into a cat's mouth, I believe, and the password was like, give me the good thing, Kitty, or something like that. And you put the key, you put the coin, and the person in the other side will give you the gin through that little upper hole. It was super interesting. Coffee can drain more energy than how many you drain properly. Coffee tastes good, must consume. Okay. Seriously, and I was still tired. Yeah, I drink energy drinks just once in a while because of the good taste, and that's all. You don't like caffeine drinks like coffee. I stay away from it. It's okay. Coffee is also an acquired taste because at the beginning it can be really sour, but then you will start feeling the sweetness of it. Just block the tiredness of your brain for a while. Oh, that's actually good to know. Sip a Red Bull and it only made me feel 3/4 time tired. No! Good you did it when flying. I used to go for tea. Tea is actually super great too. The history of tea is actually kind of good too. He started talking about the history of tea. I actually don't know much about the history of tea. I like the history of tea. I love the idea of I'm a fan of the history of food. I love the history of food. So, I like the history of food. So I have like 2 or 3, no, I have actually like 4 books about the history of food. Gastronomy and Empire. How it was say in English? It had another word for it. Cuisine and Empire. That's a good book if you want to read it, by Rachel Ladon. It's a really good book about the history of food. Goes from the beginning of history, from I believe the Babylonians and Persian Empire, all the way to the modern age, McDonald's and all of that. After that, you have another book about food. Let me look at it. Where is it? Where the frick is this book? I have it somewhere over here. Here it is. History of Food. Of the Food. Let me read the title in English. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. Wait. Is this a book like... Oh no. Original title, here it is. Food, a History by Felipe Fernandez Armesto. It's a really good book too about the history of food. Super interesting indeed. Super mega interesting. It's super interesting because it takes you through the history of food, about the difference in rank of the societies regarding of what they eat and what they didn't eat. Super interesting. I'm reading the comments because I was away for a while. It also has caffeine in it. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, the world has made a lot of the ways to make delicious food. It's just ridiculous. It's just champagne to food indeed. The world that we live in, right? I'm actually away. It's probably the combination of milk and sugars and other things that makes my stomach feel weird, and coffee because I usually get the instant ones. I see. This one tea and I'm like really tired of drinking off. I start to get tipsy. This one tea, a tea that makes you tipsy. That's interesting. Like I was saying, the world we're living has, I don't know how it did it. I don't know why it did it. It's almost like there is like, I'm going to be honest, I think everything is by chance, all right? I think all the things in our world are, well, they could be either way. I don't have a firm posture about the creation of our world. It could be like a design by a god, let's say, or it could be all just luck. And thinking about all the luck we have, imagine this, think about this. We have the right size, we humans have the right size to be able to create computers. If we were like giants, I think we will not be able to do it. Because of the really small details that we should need to put into things, right? It's really like we have all the right, the good luck in the freaking universe. We have the luck to be intelligent. We have the luck to have a big brain with, I think that we have more connections in our brain than there are stars in the galaxy. We have perfect bodies for the things that we're doing. We have hands with thumbs. We have eyes in the head. We have everything in like really like design choice, right? We have the right body, the right physiognomy to do technology, to do everything we have here. My keyboard, this thing that we have here, the thing that we're writing right now, the thing that we have in, I don't know, everything we do, it's all thanks to sheer luck or the design of something beyond ourselves. But either way, we have the luck to have been blessed by either the god or by either the luck. I don't know, we have like a lot of luck. It's incredible. What is happening now? I'm actually aware it's probably the combination of I already read that one. Melatonin in the thing. May just consume more resources. It's a video game character and we were playing just plays all over the skill points in cooking. Yeah, this got very philosophical, right? Because think about it. Nature could be completely against us, right? Like imagine if we have like an apex predator above us. Like a creature that is completely vicious and completely focused on destroying humanity, right? But we don't have that. Everything in our planet is like this great symbiosis. Like everyone works together to the bigger end. Carnivores keep the herbivores at bay. Herbivores give food to the carnivores and keep the plants at bay. Mushrooms take care of the remains of the carnivores that don't usually eat each other. Microorganisms keep at bay all the other things. It's a freaking marvelous. It's incredible. And Sophie here, we evolved from soup. That's what I was going to say. Sophie is on the university career to become a biologist, so she will be able to tell us more about everything. And it's super interesting indeed. And for example, I have to say, because I'm a historian, right? Sophie is the biologist. She can tell us all about biology, evolution, we evolved from a primordial soup and all of that. She can tell us all of that. But I can tell you about history and how lucky we are to be in the places we are. Because, for example, I'm reading right now, I'm about to do a video about Tom Holland, Persian Fire, because that's the book that won the poll of what book to read next. I'm halfway there. I have read to page, let me see, 251 out of 300 or 400. Out of 419. I'm going to do a video called Halfway There. Tom Holland, Persian Fire, talking about the things that I have read so far in this book and how do I think they are accurate or not. So far the book is amazing. And it shows us how democracy as a way of organizing society was at the verge of being absolutely crushed more than once, not only by the Persian, but by the Greeks themselves. It was like sheer luck. Well, it was a lot of factors indeed, but we had sheer luck that these guys over here, the Greeks, they were flawed, completely flawed. The Greeks were not the ideal people to model your society around, of course. But at the same time, these guys saved the idea of democracy and freedom and equality to the law. Those things were unheard of in the ancient world. And who knows if this experiment failed, what would have been about our world? Because our idea of equality in front of the law, of democracy, of freedom of thought, of freedom of expression and all of that came from these freaking guys. From this city called Athens, where the guys were like, enough of tyranny, enough of aristocracy, we are going to govern ourselves. And they stood by that ideal and basically faced Sparta, faced the coalition that Sparta held, faced another enemy. They faced every single odds against them and they freaking won. It was amazing. Yeah, Tom Holland. I think that there is a god because it will be a whole lot of luck if not. Indeed, indubitably. The thing is like Kawa for that thing. I think there is like we have two chances right now. Like for example, that life is Sophie could tell us about this because we have some chances right now. Like for example, I don't believe in a god, but if there is a whole different world within like cells and microorganisms, that it will be surprised turning part of something much larger. Indeed. I have like my I'm an agnostic. I necessarily don't believe in any of the Abrahamic religions. And at the same time, I think there might be something bigger than ourselves, right? Like, there should be something. Even if it's just our memory, like there is something bigger than ourselves, right? And well, let's see. There is something interesting because we could have been like, really, like, let's say that a divine consciousness created our world. If a divine consciousness created our world, there is two high possibilities that the divine consciousness only created one, or that it create multiple. And then there is another thing really interesting about biology and all of that, and that is that maybe we are the only ones, guys. Guys, we might be the only ones in the whole universe. Think about that. The only rational beings in the cosmos. Because we had such a good luck that we basically got this. And we keep getting this. Maybe we are the heralds of life in the universe. Maybe we are the ones tasked with the I don't know how to say it, with the gargantuan task of taking life to other planets. Maybe we are the first. Maybe we are the first, the only ones. We are the only sentient beings in the whole universe. So we are like, guys, we need to take life to other planets. We need to send, I don't know, maybe we just need to send microorganisms. Like send, like, let's say, we send like probes to other star systems. They might get there in 100,000 years, but it's our task to create other life. Because the pyramidal soup only existed in this world. That would be freaking incredible, right? Yeah, the party music is super cool. So I'm very aware that it is not my duty to demonstrate that God exists or not in Axis 6. Oh, those are wise words, Sophie. God damn. There are two planets that are very similar to Earth. There might be the first, since it seems the universe is younger than expected. Can you imagine that? Being the first is super terrifying. Because think about this, we are the first, we might be the last too. Can you imagine that? It's super like, it gives me chills to think about that, because it's like, maybe we are the first and we will be the last if we don't go out. Like, that would be crazy. Yeah, the thing about those systems, the solar systems that they're light years away, we don't have like a confirmation that there is water or life in those planets. There might be, and if there is, woohoo, good for life. But at the same time, it's like, maybe there is nothing. Maybe we go to those systems and we find out that those planets are cracked planets, destroyed by something in the way. It's very few that exists life in other planets. Indeed. It would be cool in having the other planets. We need to do that. It's our, I will say, it's our obligation as sentient beings to go to other planets before our suns expand and eats us whole. We need to get out of this planet, of this rock. And not because we are destroying this rock, we still have time to save it, if you ask me. Even if we pass the threshold, like they say that there is a point of no return, which I think it's true. At the same time, I believe that we can, with technology, patience, and a good administration of resources, save the planet from a biological collapse. But at the same time, I know really, really dearly that is going to be terrible for the people living in that moment. Luckily for me, I don't know for you, because I don't know the age group of the people around here. I might be dead when the bad things start to happen, so that's okay. But for the rest of us, I wish you the best of luck. I'm not going to have children, as far as I know, so I will be okay with the world ending. No, I'm not going to be okay with the world ending. I want the world to continue because, like I say, we have the obligation to take life to other planets. It's a very big obligation. I will be so sure about humans being the only sentient creatures on a planet. Time runs so different in the universe. The present might be the past for us and vice versa. warp drive and a very stable ship indeed. Kind of what happened in the moment Interstellar. Are we sure that that's the way gravity works? Really? Shouldn't like if we go to another planet that has like a bigger gravity, shouldn't we like be like completely and utterly like crash? That shouldn't be like the whole idea. I'm not sure. I don't understand that part of physics. Really, I don't. I think that, for example, I believe that time is universal because what is happening right now, the time that is happening right now should be the same thing happening in another planet. Like the same amount of seconds, the same amount of minutes, the same amount of hours. Only that from our perception, because we are so far away and we can only see what the light gives us, then we are seeing the past of those star systems, but they have a present. Isn't that the way it works? I don't know, and don't try to explain me in the comments, I think I will go crazy. I already started with champagne and it's reached to interstellar topics. Indeed. Indeed. To what everybody could really have and live proper life. Indeed, that's a good philosophy of life. Well, one day the sun will explode. Indeed. It's a terrifying talk, right? The sun will just go boom. No, wait, isn't our sun destined to expand, eat all the planets that are near them, and then retreat to a dwarf brown star? Isn't that the way it should go? Our sun will not explode. It will not go supernova, if I'm not mistaken. I think it will just expand. Yeah, it did. Everything started because of the champagne and reached the interstellar topics. It went from food, interstellar topics, alcohol drinking, then it went to casino, then it went to freaking, I don't know, man, it went to so many topics. So much fun. This stream is being so much fun. I love this kind of streams of just talking. Okay, what about if we end the story that we were writing, right? Because we were talking like a lot. Let us end the story and then we will keep talking. The lady walk on and walk. Oh my god, I can't even read. The lady walk and walk, looking for other games to play, but it looked like the city guards have already made the rounds and had scared them all away. Now there were only regular vendors and puppeteers in the streets. The puppets were fun to watch and the stories were okay, but nothing could beat the rush of adrenaline being dropped in a rigged game that one had a small chance of win if you just keep playing, because those tricksters had to keep appearances from time to time. We drank too much. I love this. Wait. The star will slowly expand while it dies out of old age until it explodes. Oh my god, it will explode? Oh no. We really need to get out of this planet then. We really need. Yay, we can return to the story. Indeed. So the star, it's going to explode. I believe it's going to become a dwarf round. I was betting that. Luckily, we have a lot of million years to go, so we will be okay. And even if we destroy ourselves with nuclear fire, there is a high chance that other life will emerge. So don't worry about that. Life will go on. That's the important thing, if you ask me. The lady then sat into a stone bench, looking at the people that was passing by. "I'm sorry," she heard from behind. The lady then turned around, and there it was, the giant of red fiery hair. Oh my god, I'm still thinking about the conversation where fire-like hair. There we go. That's actually kind of cool. Bigger stars have a high chance of turning into black holes. Smaller stars have a chance of turning into a blue dwarf. Basically, as matter of the star just consuming its leftover fuels. As far as I know, our sun can either turn into a black hole or a blue dwarf. But either way, when it dies, we will all die too. The Cephalon will evolve to take the place of an apex intellect in the earth, and this Splatoon happen. Happy ending. Yeah, indeed, you're right. We will be replaced by squids. Happy ending, indeed. That will be the happy ending. Indeed. That will be the happy ending. Oh god. And there it was, the giant of red fire-like hair. Thought you were just being robbed. Having fun. Just wanted to see how far that guy was going to take his tricks. Have this for you. Myself. The sun will expand as it turns red, consuming the last bit of fuel, and we consume our planet. We're basically gonna get toast. Indeed, we're going to become toast. It's going to be a good day to go out to the sun, actually. Like, I don't know, looking at the sun, taking a good day on the beach, the boiling beaches. Let's hope we can get out of this planet by then. Like, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to wield giant thrusters in our planet and we're going to fly it away. That would be fun to watch. There is a movie about that too. It's super fun. A movie, I believe it's a movie, Korean movie or Chinese, I don't know. It's about the Wandering Earth, I think it's called. Super fun, super good movie about science fiction. It's super interesting. And if you, the interesting part of that movie that I loved is that if you put the movie in its original language, the movie will use the languages of every character. Like, for example, there is a Russian, he speaks Russians, there is a Chinese, he speaks Chinese, there is an Englishman, he speaks English, and so forth and so forth. Super interesting. We were young people, will tell us about how the sun will explode and we wouldn't worry about it even we didn't be alive by then. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. The thing I think... Yeah, I think we need to discover warp travel. We need to discover a way to traverse speed light. Indeed. That's the only thing I would say. WALL-E? WALL-E is an amazing movie. A sun still has like 2 billion years to live. It seems the humans are gonna kill Earth before the sun gets even the chance. We don't know that. Maybe we managed to get up on our feet. Maybe we put our shit together and save the planet. Who knows? A lot of things can happen. A lot of revolutions, maybe. We don't know. Lots of things can happen in our lifetime. In our lifetime, next lifetimes. It's going to be interesting to watch. That's going to be something for sure. WALL-E is such a great movie. I love WALL-E so much. I have seen it like 3 times. Such a beautiful movie. The measure of how far light can travel is here, and that is like billions of miles. Indeed, I know. It's a lot. But if we manage to discover a way to go faster than the speed of light, even if Einstein says that that is impossible, there might be a way. Maybe. We don't know. Maybe there are aliens coming to Earth. Who knows? Who freaking knows? We humans have a tendency to break laws every time. Like physics laws and all of that, we tend to break them. The giant then extended one of her strong arms. There were flowers there. A big bouquet of yellow flowers. Thought they were pretty. Just like you. Aw, this is so cute. I'm doing something super sweet suddenly. No. Red fire-like. Yeah. Thought. There we go. Bouquet. This is getting so cute. No, there is nuclear warfare. No, please no. I remember a short story from Tumblr about the first tripulation sent to colonize a hacked planet, and they arrived to a fully colonized planet. Oh, that would be super awesome. I think we would have a zombie apocalypse than a nuclear war if I had to pick an apocalypse. Indeed, me too. I'd rather have the freaking zombie apocalypse. We at least have a way to survive and take back Earth. How about next time you make a story? How about you make a science fiction one? Yeah, I will do a science fiction one next time. Some years after they left, they invaded better travel speed and see other ships. Zombies overlooks. This is okay. Yeah, indeed. Some apocalypses are better than others. Indeed. I will prefer zombie apocalypse all day long. But with a condition though. Walking zombies. Don't bring me the freaking running zombies. That will be terrible. I like the idea of zombies that walk. I don't like the idea of the zombies that run. Please just let them be walking zombies. Let it be like The Walking Dead. Easy to manage, easy to deal with. Just stupid zombies. Don't make this a running spree thing because we're doomed. Thermo woman. The noble lady blushed. I thought I was doing you a favor. The lady, let me see the comments. Yeah, World War Z and The Last of Us are terrifying. I don't want those at all. Those are my freaking nightmare places. Very scary indeed. Just give me a sharper edge sword and I will go crazy. I haven't played. Have I played The Last of Us? No, I haven't played The Last of Us, but I followed the. I saw the whole game played by Markiplier. No, Jacksepticeye, or it was PewDiePie. I don't remember. One of those. It was a great game indeed. Oh, I would love to play, but oh wait, isn't there like a version now for PC? I might be able to, but oh, I have to tell you some bad news. Steam has banned from my country all the prepaid credit cards, so I can't get new Steam games for now, at least. So I'm like really sorry about that, but I'm going to be dependent of indie games that send me keys and maybe some keys that I can obtain through key related outlets. So yeah, I had to say you that in one moment or another. But my country was banned to use prepaid credit cards, and that's exactly what I had. So I'm like, yeah, Steam banned my country for those type of cards. So MasterCard is no longer an option. So I'm like a little trap about getting new games and stuff like that. Luckily, Fernando gave me the new DLC of Dead Cells. If I was trying to buy that game, I wouldn't have been able to. Time to become a Steam dealer for real. No, there is no need. I might be getting, but because, listen up. The prepaid credit card thing is, so far it's only MasterCard, so I'm trying to get a new prepaid credit card that is Visa. Maybe that will work. Maybe, just maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to need to see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm going to get to Desperate and talk to my parents and say them, can you borrow me your international credit card? That will be the only way. But so far, yeah, I'm a little screwed in the Steam side of things. Like, really screwed. But apart from that, everything is great, so don't worry. Don't worry. I managed to get the DLC from Stellaris like 2 weeks ago, before this thing came to fruition, so I was able to buy like the last game I wanted to buy. But I will try to get like, because I have been saving money to buy the new DLC of Crusader Kings. I don't know how I'm going to get it, because if I can't use the money, I can't throw the money to the screen and make it happen. That would be super nice, but let's see. It would be super nice to see some horror in here. Ooh, horror games, don't get me started. I love horror. I love horror games a lot. You would like to see video games? Horror video games? I will totally play those. I can totally play those. Horror games are one of my favorite genres. I love to be scared. I even have a face for scary moments. I think it was this one. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Look at the face. I'm like super scared. I love this face. It's super great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would love to play some horror game. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't have Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like a good game, I will say, but I have already seen it all. I have already seen it played by all the big YouTubers before I started YouTube. So it's like, if I play that game, there are no surprises, or Lord surprises for that matter. So it's like, I don't want to play Five Nights at Freddy because it will feel stale. I like Five Nights at Freddy. The whole franchise is really good. But the thing is, like, I already played it. So I want to play other horror games. I have other horror games. Forgotten Memories. I haven't played Forgotten Memories. So yeah. I need like the... I need like the thing. Now wait a second, what am I doing here? Why I didn't... Okay, let me take a second. Chat box needs to be activated. There we go. I haven't activated chat box. Now you can all be talking and your name will appear in the chat. So this is the game I send this Chapel channel Discord. Playing horror but requires 2 players. Ooh, do you want to play with me, Bones? Do you want to play with me, Bones? We can play together. It's like Five Nights at Freddy buddies in Roblox. Oh, Roblox. I don't like Roblox. I mean, I see the appeal. I know the game is good. But at the same time, I don't necessarily like it a lot. There we go. Now the chat box will appear. I put the chat box because I was like... For example, I didn't put it before because there was like a lot of spam in the last week. So I like started to not put the chat box. But now that there is no there is no spam and we are all like talking together, I can have the chat box appear. Are you okay with the chat box though? Tell me if you prefer not to have the chat box. If you want to remain anonymous or something like that, just tell me and I will close it. Okay, I will write a little more before we keep talking about horror games. The lady picked the flowers. Blushing. She finds the shy demeanor. Sound kinda cute. Demeanor, there we go. Peasant. There we go. There we go. Apparently the ones making games in the game are going more higher with horror games. That sounds bad. Checkbox good? Perfect! Then checkbox it is. I like the chat box, but I had disabled it before because there was like a lot of spam a couple of weeks ago, and it was like a really spammy time, and I was like, this is not contributing to anything, so I take the chat box away. But now that we are all like in the same page, we can put the chat box back on because yeah, super cool. The lady picked the flower blushing. She finds the shy demeanor of the peasant kind of cute. Thank you. Do you want to go and eat something? There is this vendor selling fried fish. I will love to, but I have no money, miss. Miss is with only one S, right? Miss. Don't worry. I have enough. How do you write miss? Is with the 2 S? Miss of Lady. Oh, I'm stupid. No money. There we go. Damn it. Why did I read money? Damn it. That was stupid. Need to go. See you later. See you later, Sophia. Oh, you're going to shower the... You already showered the duck. I wanted to tell you. Sophia is taking care of a duck. Because there were like these little ducklings that went like... They lose their mother. The mother was nowhere to be found. So a neighbor of Sophia, not Sophia, picked them up. Sophia was like... and how do you say this? Sophia then took care of the ducklings because the other lady that was taking care of the ducklings wasn't that good at it. So now she has like this duck running around her home. I went to visit her yesterday, and the duck is everywhere, guys. You have no idea the duck, how he flies away. Suddenly she was telling to me, Sophia I was in the kitchen, right? I was in the kitchen. Sophia told me she was in the bathroom with the dog in the pool, and the dog was like swimming there and giving itself a bath. And she was like, "Can you bring me the food of the dog so I can feed him, please?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I took my sweet time because I didn't know where the food was. And then Sophia was like, "No, mother, the dog just went away." And I turn around and I see the dog flying through the corridor and going into the bed of Sophia. It was super fun. Oh, that was so cute. Yeah, Sophia has this little dog in her home. She's trying to reintroduce it to nature. But it's a little complicated to reintroduce a dog that has been like so imprinted with humans. The dog followed me. I just arrived at home and the dog started following me, so imagine that. When I was wondering, I had a pet Robin. Oh, that's so cute. Of the chicken in your farm in Minecraft. Indeed. Oh, I want to go back to Minecraft so hard. But I have the schedule, so that's gonna be on the weekend, and I can't wait for the day so we can create a beautiful garden, a beautiful temple garden, a sacred forest. Two of them went to the two of them went to the little shop and ate a lot until they were full. Then the tall red-haired lass asked a question. They ate, oh my god, until they were full. The red-haired... No, this a lot is redundant. Then the tall red-haired lass asked a question. I know a ring in the lower part of town that has this another ring of car dealers in the lower part of town that has this amazing competition today. There will be no cheats or tricks, just a honest game of cards. Do you want to participate? Okay, let me just... This amazing competition. An honest game of cards. There we go. Better now, yeah. They turned it into a chicken. You say to the cows, I have no regrets subscribing to this channel. My favorite part was when I was luring the cow over and I fell to the ground and I fell to the hole and I was like, no, cow, don't come here. That was one of my favorite parts. I was so afraid that the cow was going to jump to the death. But the cow proved to be more intelligent than I was. Next time we're gonna get some pigs because I want to eat pork chops and all of that. I love it's a shame that Minecraft is... well, I think I could make this with mods probably, like install some mods. But make Minecraft more of a survival game. So every resource you farm, you collect, every animal you kill, everything has like some weight to it. And it's like food may be more scarce. That would be super interesting and cool to have. But I know Minecraft is not necessarily a survival game, it's a building game. It's a building survival game. And I like that from it. So yeah. Yeah, the screams, it was super fun indeed. I know running of car dealers in the lower part of town that has this amazing competition today. There will be no cheats or tricks, just an honest card game of cards. Do you want to participate? The lady's eyes sparkled with joy. Of course! The games were fun, and the lady managed to take her money back. Managed to make the money she had spent in the shady game dealers back in the morning. I'm going to finish this story, right? The games were fun and the lady managed to make the money she had spent at the shady, how do you write this? Shady game dealers back in the morning. No, I don't like this. The competition was fun, and the lady managed to get the money she had spent at the Twister games. The competition, it's one. Was fun, and the lady managed to make the money she had spent at the Twister game. How do you write this? I'm confused. Oh, Don't Starve, I love it. I have played that game a lot. Subscribe to the channel, yeah. Phantoms. You want to play Don't Starve? That is a hard survival. Yeah, I have played Don't Starve a lot. I don't have the DLCs though. I will want to have them if I want to play the game completely. Phantoms are going to drive you crazy. Some of the streamer client called me. My client called me. Oh no! I forgot the movie night time in Minecraft. Well, if you sleep all the time, they won't bother. Well, if you don't get enough sleep in the game anyways. If you don't sleep 3 days in Minecraft, they will start spawning. Yeah, those are like those. Yeah, I know what they are. I know what they are because I saw them in a stream, I believe. They are like these manta rays that came from the sky. Do they drop any interesting loot though? That's a good question. But well, I sleep every time, so I don't have that problem. If I believe. Okay, cow, at 4 AM. Don't worry about the stream. You're going to come back just in time. The competition was fun, and the lady managed to make the money back she had spent at the Twister games earlier. And then she invited the peasant to her home to have food and drinks. And they talk and laugh. The next thing they knew, they were sacredly married by the goddess of the city. The party was great. And the two of them were happy ever after. Yay, this is fun. Okay, this is a short story that I wanted to write about two ladies that fall in love. The competition went fun and the lady managed to make the money back she had spent at the trickster game earlier. And then she invited the peasant to her home to have food and drinks. And they talked and laughed. They didn't have much in common, but there was a certain pull about that. Because of that. Talked and laughed. There we go. The next thing they knew, they were sacredly married by the goddess priestess of the city. And the party was great. The two of them were happy until the end of their days. Yay, that's a funny story. Beautiful story, I love it. Yay! To earn back the money she spent for the trickster's games. The money she had. The competition was fun, and the lady managed to earn back. There we go. Thank you. To earn back the money she had spent at the trickster's games. And this is not necessary. There we go. Thank you, Bones. As a happy today, I actually got a good night's sleep in weeks, lol, but also the stream is so very nice. Yay! So very nice. Yay! I'm so happy that you managed to get a good night's sleep. That's super cool, Kawa. Yay! And having a posh lady and a car shark that go to win poker tournaments in the underworld sounds kind of fun, to be honest. Indeed. I think that will be a good history, indeed. They are the slain dragons of Minecraft, which the ancient builders hunt because of the mob called Bones. His fun facts. Such a good story, indeed. 0 to 100 pretty quick there. Yeah, I know. I need to end the stream because we are getting to the point where the stream needs to end because of the time I have been streaming, and I fear that the internet connection will start to go badly soon. So yeah. Yep, it did, Fernando. Tell lady, very good. Oh my god, Vector, I don't know that part of the Minecraft lore yet. I have to join Minecraft is out. The Hopkins of villagers that span bags and clouds of the ground. Interesting. Well, let's read the story, shall we? The town was completely on its head, thick with a very joyous atmosphere, where everyone talked with everyone and the old traditions lay dormant for the day. Townsfolk mixed with the nobility, and no crow was checking the upholding of the traditions. That was the nature of the Spring Festival. This is how they met, two young ladies, one of the nobility, the other of the slums. Both paths intertwined a blast of righteous fury. Turns out that a bunch of performers were robbing people of their money by playing magic tricks and games. Something normal in the Spring Festival, but there was always a noble that fell for the trick, both to amuse themselves and to try to win the unwinnable games and turn a profit out of the trickster's games. Ugh, I will play a game. Come on, put that ball in the cup already, said the noblewoman. You will be able to win for sure. You are getting quite experienced in this game, my lady, said the performer. The cups were interchanged at a slower speed than before, and then they stopped. The lady was sure where the ball was, so she chose the right cup. But when the performer lifted the cup, there was nothing there. Too bad, better luck next time, my lady, said the performer with a mischievous grin slowly extended across his face. Then someone appeared next to the lady, a tall girl, taller than most of the men watching the game. Her confident posture complimented her height, only emphasized her beauty. She had tangled red hair, freckles on her cheeks, and green eyes. She didn't say a word, she just lifted the remaining cups, showing that there was no ball in them. The noble lady then started at the frozen performer. Everyone in the audience knew there was a trick involved, but having no ball in any of the cups was just too low even for a trickster. The man shocked and white as a paper. picked up the money he had earned illegally and ran to the alleyway, disappearing into the shadows. The lady was furious, not necessarily for the money lost, but for that giant stealing away her fun. She knew she was being robbed, but the thrill of not knowing when the trickster would let her win to keep appearances was just a lot of fun. "I would have won, I just needed to keep playing," said the noble lady, without looking at the giant, and then she walked away, angry and red. The humiliation will haunt her for a month, maybe more. The townfolk were keen to gossip and hearsay. The lady walked and walked, looking for other games to play, but it looked like the city guards had already made their rounds and had scared them all away. Now there were only regular vendors and puppeteers in the streets. The puppets were fun to watch and the stories were okay, but nothing could beat the rush of adrenaline of being robbed in a rigged game that one had a small chance to win if one just kept playing. Because those tricksters had to keep appearances from time to time. The lady then sat on the stone bench, looking at the people that were passing by. Damn it, I don't have a glass of water and I could really use one right now. "I'm sorry," she heard from behind. The lady then turned around and there it was, the giant of red fire like her. "I didn't know you were having fun, I thought you were just being robbed." "I was having fun, I just wanted to see how far that guy was going to take his tricks." "I have this for you, I picked them up for myself." The giant then extended one of her strong arms. There were flowers there, a big bouquet of yellow flowers. "I thought they were pretty, just like you." The noble lady blushed. "I thought I was doing you a favor." The lady picked the flowers, in plural please. Blushing, she found the shy demeanor of the peasant kind of cute. "Thank you, do you want to go and eat something? There is a vendor selling fried fish." "I would love to, but I have no money, miss." "Don't worry, I have enough." The two of them went to a little shop and ate until they were full. Then the tall-red lass asked a question. I know a ring of cards dealers in the lower part of town that has this amazing competition today. There will be no cheats or tricks, just an honest game of cards. Do you want to participate?" The lady's eyes sparkled with joy. Of course! The competition was fun, and the lady managed to earn back the money she had spent on the trickster's games. And then she invited the peasant to her home to have food and drinks. They talked and laughed. They didn't have much in common, but there was a certain attraction because of that. The next thing they knew, they were secretly married by the goddess priestess of the city, and the party was great, and the two of them were happy until the end of their days. There! That was a little one. That was a little story. We have it. What a little story and very fun stream. I love just the chit chat with all of you guys. Very interested to see your opinions. Indeed. No lag. Me too, Kawa. Yay. The lady of the history will have loved the slot machines for the casino of the gacha games. Indeed. I'm going to make a story now. Go do it, Vector. Go do it. Indeed. Very nice. Yeah. This was a very nice stream indeed. I had a lot of fun. A freaking lot of fun. I really enjoy it. But ladies and gentlemen, this is all the time I have for today, and my throat is really dry. I need to go and drink something. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. Thank you Kawa, thank you Fernando, thank you Vector Bactavich, thank you Bond, thank you all of you, thank you Sophia, thank you, I don't know if you are there, Clembus, but thank all of you, thank you Trololo too, you were here for a moment one, thank you all of you. But this is all the time we have for today. So, this is it, the story of two ladies who fell in love. I love stories of ladies that fell in love. They're so cute, they're so wholesome. I love love stories with all kind of genders and of identities. They're super cute. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is all the time I have for today. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you had a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, 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 bye bye.